Hey, good morning, everyone. It is the 15th of January, 2021. It's about 10:30 in the morning. We are about an hour into the trading day. I'd like to take a look at Bitcoin. I want to take a look at the S&P 500 and just to kind of take a look and see where things are going to be going today. Before I get any of this, of course, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. I'm just giving my opinion on the market. So let's go ahead and dive into it and go to the live scene. I'm going to start with Bitcoin today. And actually, I also want to discuss really quickly. There's a link in the video description for our Discord server. If you're just watching for the first time, you haven't seen any of my videos before, there's a link in the video description for our Discord server. You're more than welcome to hop in there and check us out. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at things. So. I went long on Bitcoin at $36,500. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why. Why did I go long, and what's my target? What's my thesis for the trade? Do I think we're actually going to go lower? So I'm going to talk through all that. Yes, I actually do think we're going to go lower. But what I can say here is there is a case for a pretty bullish outlook on this. There is a case for a pretty bullish outlook, and I'm going to discuss what that is. So first off, we've been looking at this, and and we longed actually pretty much right down here at the very very tip down here at the bottom. I don't remember exactly what here. Actually, I can tell you exactly where it was that I longed. I longed on Bybit from $38,433.70. No, that was my short. I longed from 32,600. 32,600 is where I longed, which was right here. It was a really great entry. That was the 61.8% pullback, which is very, very, very important. We talk about this on our Discord server as well. So we longed down here, and my target was right up here at the 100. I exited that at $36,236. So I did exit lower than I should have, but I made some money on that trade, and then I shorted up here. And guys, I tell you, I just have to say this for right now. The market never goes in one direction and one direction only. The market goes up and down. Okay, so let me just get this out there. The market goes up and down. There is money to be made in both directions. And just because somebody goes short doesn't mean that they're an idiot. Doesn't mean that they're a moron. Doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing, right? Like that short paid, right? That short paid. I was short from right all the way up here. Right? It's not like I shorted all the way down here on this push up. I didn't short this move. I waited until that long position played out. I gave it some time, and I shorted, and that worked out. So I'm attempting a long from 36.5, and maybe it won't play out. But let me just talk about this bullish scenario that I'm referring to. So again, I have this A, B, C on here. Pretty technical. It came all the way up here to the 123.6, just shy of it, and that was good. And that's basically measuring this wave A, pulling it back to this wave B, and then you can see we have the 61.8, we have the 100, the 123.6, and then we have that ultimate 1618 up there. But the reason why I felt comfortable about buying here, and the reason why I think we could be getting a bullish count here, is the fact that we're looking at this in ABC, but what if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So I'm going to remove this because it's not really valid anymore. I just want to clean this up. I'm going to remove this guy as well, keeping in mind the 786, the 887 are there. All right, so let's just remove this here for a moment. So the bearish count is an A, B. We go down for the C all the way down here at about 27.5. That's the bearish count. But the somewhat bullish count would be, what if we're getting a 1, 2, 1, 2? Now, as of right now, it doesn't look like that's what's happening. Like we're getting some selling in there. It's looking a little shaky, right? You're scared, and that's okay. But watch what happens here at this 50, assuming that that we do get some support there at the 50. I'm going to try and tag this guy as close as I can. We're on it right now, 36,235.91. If we break down below that, then I'm probably going to abandon the long position that I've got. We need to see some support there. Otherwise, we're going to be coming all the way down here. All right, so if we close an hourly below that 50, I'll probably get rid of the the long position that I'm currently in. So I'm looking at this potentially a 1-2-1-2. You know, on this measurement up, you can see I've got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're correcting, right? We're pulling back, we're pulling down. And you know what? I might actually get stopped out of this, you know, mid-video, and that's okay. I'm keeping an eye on it. I didn't really expect it to drop this quick, so I'm gonna manage my position here and just watch this for just a second. I need to see some buyers kicking in, otherwise I'm going to be out. We came all the way down to 36,000. We need to get up above that 50. Sorry about this. Right in the middle of the video, I have to kind of manage this trade. Buyers have to kick in. We've got to absorb this move. Otherwise, I'm going to be out. If we close below that 36, then I'm going to probably be exiting. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on that, and actually I'm just going to go ahead and set an alert so that I can continue on. Setting an alert right back down here. If we revisit that, I'm probably gonna kick out of there. All right, so we'll leave that open. But again, still kind of a bullish count. It could theoretically come back down here to 618. But again, I'm looking left. I'm seeing that we had some resistance here. We should be confirming this as support, but you know, we'll kind of wait and see how that happens. Upside target for this is going to be back up at 42,000. Okay, so keep that in mind. Upside target would be 42,000 if this plays out, if we maintain our support here, if we don't keep dropping, right? Otherwise, our downside target is still sitting down there at 27.5. If I get stopped out of this long position, and as of right now, it looks like I will, but again, I'm giving it some time. We'll watch and see what happens at 36K. Give it some time, see see what happens. But ultimately, yeah, we're looking for that move to go up to at least 42,000. So that's kind of what I think right now. Again, right now it doesn't look so great, but you know, managing a position right when you enter it, nobody gets the very, very bottom, right? I should have put an order at 36,000. Hindsight's 2020, right? I entered in at 36.5. It is what it is. We're at 36.2 right now. We're just going to have to wait and see. Got plenty of time here. We'll wait the 20 minutes and see what happens. All right, moving on. I want to take a look at the S&P because we've been talking about this. I want to say we've been talking about this for a while now. Now, it looks like we're getting some crazy absorption here. Let me go to a 5-minute and just to take a look and see what's going on here. It looks like we are in the middle of a little recovery. Looks like we're getting in the middle of a recovery. Looking left, where am I interested in overtaking? I'm interested in overtaking 37.65. Looking at this guy right here, 37.65, it looks like it wants to recover. Max pain for today, if I remember correctly, was at like 368. Let's see where it is now. This was, I don't know, yesterday, the day before, it was at 368. So as of right now, that is, and the site's taking a little while to load here. All right, so max pain today is at 370. And we came down to, you know, like 374, and we're talking about SPY here. So, you know, this still looks, actually this looks okay. We came down here actually almost to the 618, down here to the 65. And again, we've been watching this for quite some time. We did not violate this high right here. You know, to remain really bullish, we've really got to stay. Actually, we kind of have to maintain that low. We can't, we really can't violate and go much lower than that, because if this is, again, the big if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here into the 3, ABC down here into the 4, you know, we could stay in this range for the duration of the day, maybe even get, you know, back down here to the lows, pull back to the 618. It'd be pretty deep in my opinion, but I think this is still okay for a move to the upside. But this move down today was very predictable, and on the Discord server we've been watching it for a while, and we're really still looking at 385 to 390 at a minimum over the next few weeks, probably into mid-September. So, still watching that. It still looks okay. We're going to be watching down here. I would not be afraid of buying closer to the end of the day today, right? So we're going to let the market do what it wants to do, um, and we're just going to wait. But really, I know max pain is at 370. If we did get down all the way down to 370, that would be that'd be a little much. I wouldn't want it to go down that far. If it did, I'd probably have to redo a lot of my counts. For right now, I'm still bullish inside of this red box, and we're right in the middle of it right now. Coming down here to the 618, which is basically measuring off the wave 2 to the wave 3. And again, it looks like this is a 1, 2, 3. We came right to the 1618 to the 175. We're digging a little bit deeper, which means we're probably not going to go as high when we do finally make a pivot point. And I do think that this is going to be our pivot point potentially for the day. But watch what happens down here at 37, 38.50. That would still be okay. Even down here to the bottom of this red box would still be okay. It wouldn't surprise me for us to get down here for maybe another low, get some bullish divergence on there. But look at this. The 3 hour is oversold. The 3 hour is oversold. Let me go to the hourly. Let's see what the hourly is doing. The hourly is kind of bouncing, but the hourly, I mean, that candle on the hourly looks pretty good. We're absorbing half of that candle on the hour so far. That looks okay. And as far as our indicator goes, we could see that we're starting to move up. We're going to get some bullish divergence on the hourly. The 3 hour is oversold. So keeping that in mind, I would not be afraid to be buying today. Like, we expected red today. We expected there to be a red move today. So are we going to be buying today? I know I am. At closer to the end of the day. I'm not going to be buying midday more than likely. I'm going to be letting the day kind of do its thing. But ultimately, I think this is looking okay. Now, I want to take a look at IWM, and this is going to be for my good friend. Taking a look at IWM, and maybe I need to be taking a look at RTY. So the Russell 2000 futures, where I'm going to be getting a lot more steady data here. Taking a look at the hourly and the 3 hour. The 3 hour does actually show that there probably can be some more downside on RTY. Let me go to a 4 hour and let's just see if we can put a little bit of a count on this from the bottom. I'm going to go to a 6 hour time frame. And I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to try and do this from scratch here, just to maybe help anybody that is interested in Elliott Wave. Some of the things that I'm going to be focusing on first, and I always do this first. I always look for corrections first. So I see a correction right here. I see an A, a B, and a C. You can see a clear correction right there. All right. And then I can see a little bit of a correction over here off this top right there. We've got a little A, a B, and a C. Well, looking for corrections. I see another correction right here. A, B, C. You got to have somewhere to start. Okay, after you see these corrections, then we're going to kind of determine what it's correcting. Okay, so off this bottom, I'm going to go off of this pivot right here, go up to that pivot right there. We came down to the 50, a little bit deeper, almost to the 618. I'm on arithmetic. I need to go to logarithmic here for a moment. Still at the 50. Still looks okay. But yeah, so I think this is a corrective move off of this move right here. So is this a 1, 2, 1, 2? Very, very likely. All right. So I'm going to start down here and I'm going to do a 1 and I can kind of see an ABC down here, a 2. And then of course I'm going to put my 3, 4, 5 all the way up here. We will look at that later. This is going to be on our highest degree here. All right. Then the next thing that I see here off of this bottom right here, and I'm still watching Bitcoin, it's getting pretty close. Off of here, I see another 1, 2, and then we're going to be working on the 3, 4, 5 to be putting ourselves into that 3 on a lower degree. And I'm going to change the color for contrast. I'm going to give that one a nice shade of green. Okay, so we've got a 1, 2, and then I actually think this 3 is potentially what's being put in right now. So this 3, we should be putting in this 4, which this can support more downside. This can support more downside, and it could be that this 3 is not done yet. And this would be the completion of this 3, and then we go back down for another 4, probably deeper, and then we go up for the 5. Okay, so we're looking at this, and I'm looking at this as, you know, a 1. Let's see here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 2. Off of the bottom here, got a 1, 2, 3. Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'm going to have to dig into this just a little bit more because this looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2, but it could just be this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually, I think I like that one better. Based on this, this is possibly not a 1, 2. I think it's possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that correction is good, but I think the 1 is actually up here, and we'd be putting in the 2 right there. I think this is still a correction, but really what I think is happening here off this bottom of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this fits the narrative better. So I'll put that on a lower degree. So we've got that, we've got our correction there, a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So let's do trend-based fib on that and see what our upside targets would be. Tag the bottom, go up to the top there, and then we pull back to that low. We hit the 100, and let me get off of log and go into arithmetic. Yeah, actually, I think the 3 is going to be somewhere up here. So this does make a whole lot of sense. Go down for the 4, up for the 5. So this little pullback today, I think, is not significant. I think it's not significant because off of this low, then what we're looking at here is from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up for this 5. I think this makes a lot more sense. I don't think that we're in for a significant pullback just quite yet. Today is an anomaly. I do believe that today is an anomaly, but and it could be that the 1 is here and the 2 is here. That could still be the case. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3, A, B, C into the 4, and then we're working on finishing this move. So this does match quite a bit, and taking trend-based fib from this low here up to this high, and then getting the pullback there, that, you know, the one, let's see here, yeah, the 161 to the 175 is right up here. It did go up a little bit higher, I believe, in this particular case. There's our 3, 4, and then we work on that 5. So yeah, this makes sense. I like this count. I like this count pretty good, actually. So yeah, I still think RTY can go up, which means IWM, it's pulling back, but I don't think it's done. I don't think it's a head and shoulders. I don't think it's going to start going down crazy. So I am not going to be shorting this guy. I don't think it's going to work out. So yeah, that's what I've got for RTY. So I don't know if that helped you guys. Maybe it did. So that's what I've got for RTY. That's what I got for ES. Ultimately, today is that day where we're going to get some volatility, and typically it's in the direction of wherever that max pain is. We have a lot of options that are expiring today, and so max pain is going to be pretty important, and we may not get all the way there, but ultimately this is looking pretty interesting here. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. If this video did help in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and